Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Of champions have come and gone. Who will claim number 60 as we're off in the 2026 Super Bowl? This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, 49ers. So a long play for first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it. And what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Play action. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
43.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's complete left side to Gray. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try to prevent that from happening again.
Slot man moves right. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Hoover. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Drake Jackson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll field this at the 5. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now this throw caught left side, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Dobbins running out of the gun, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second and 11 now. Allen, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen off the play fake. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to fourth down. The Bills send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. This is taken at the 23. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Up the gun, McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
For it, McCaffrey. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
On play action, Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To the air, Allen. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Going to go on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd and very short, Allen rolling to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he goes out right around the 39. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
But it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10.
Throwing left sideline complete. It's Hoover. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey,
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
and the 49ers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl.
Point after, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On play action, Allen.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marquise Bell, and the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
These are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And now here's another interception. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense isn't...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller, it'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They try to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case...
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He finds his man complete. That's Hoover. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll swing this out to Dobbins, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. It's caught at the 10. They will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped.
25 yards that time.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before they close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tarvarius Moore.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Allen out to his left. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's a give to Dobbins.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point, where we're at in the fourth quarter, with how wide this advantage is, for this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Allen now on third and goal.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. Fourth and goal.
Completed pass brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin fourth quarter, you're going.
One final try here for Allen.
He'll buy some time right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or
2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So a little more space to operate now. 1st and 10 from right around the 12. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. After the sack on 1st down, Allen under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Mahomes team's going to throw it here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A try here for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hoover. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.